What's up everyone? Welcome to today's video, which is kind of an unofficial part 2 of what's new in fragrance. I had a few fragrances that really couldn't fit into the format yesterday, and I don't really like doing like 15-20 minute videos. Some of you out there may be like, why not? I like watching 20-minute videos. But most of you, I would say all of you, lead a busy lifestyle. So I kind of wanted to break it down and give you guys a few more new releases without making it super epic long. So after this brief intro, we'll dig right in and talk about a few more new designer releases that are on their way. That plus hopefully more is coming your way, so stay tuned. Welcome back, guys, and again, welcome to the unofficial part 2 of what's new in fragrance. Again, wanted to kind of encapsulate this in a little bit of a smaller bite-size factoid or informational video because I don't like super long videos. A few more new releases that are worthy of talking about, so we're going to go over them. You may already be aware of these. Also talk about what's up with some brands that seem to be not doing anything with their intellectual property. Briefly discuss one designer in particular and kind of get your ideas as to why you think they're resting on their laurels and doing nothing with their IP. So the first new release that I want to talk about is one from Chanel, and that's always exciting. It's actually kind of a new take on an existing fragrance. It is Chanel Allure Homme. Chanel Allure Homme is an extremely popular fragrance for men. So if you're a fan of Chanel Allure Homme, you'll be happy to hear that they've got a new fragrance. It is actually a body spray called Chanel Allure Homme All Over Spray. I call it a body spray. They say all over spray. However you want to say it is fine, but on the bottle it actually says, on the actual spray bottle it says all over spray. And it is, yes, it is a spray bottle in the style of spray bottles that you're used to. I have so many of them, but I don't really use them. I'm not really into body sprays. This is one from Hollister called SoCal. I think I was 12 when I bought this and I still have it. I don't even know if it works. It has pressure. Yeah, there's pressure behind it. Anyway, didn't want to really kill the ozone any more than I had to, so I'll stick to atomizers and pumps. It's in the classification of aromatic, spicy, and woody, and it's made up of these particular notes. The invigorating freshness of bergamot heralds the clean, intense notes of vetiver, warm notes of tonka bean and cistus labdanum, heightened by black pepper from Madagascar, give it a sensual trail. The formula is enriched with Japanese green citrus extract. Now this is a Chanel exclusive ingredient that gives you a long-lasting scent trail, which goes hand in hand with that bergamot in the open. It's recommended to mist the spray anywhere on your body, inside your clothing, and it's also recommended to layer it with Chanel Allure Homme, of course, where you can wear it by itself. Chanel Allure Homme All Over Spray is an eau de toilette concentration and is available now. This next new release is one that I'm really excited about because I really enjoy this line. I have all of them and each iteration seems to get just a bit better. It is by Ralph Lauren in the Polo line. It is Polo Red Parfum. Polo Red Parfum is going to be a new fragrance launched this year, 2023. It's going to be coming up, I think, in February, just in time, hopefully, for Valentine's Day. It's a red bottle. It's a little bit of a darker red bottle than the latest release, which is Polo Red Eau de Parfum, which is a cranberry, berry-esque kind of fragrance. However, Polo Red Parfum is going to be more like Polo Red Extreme. It's going to be more on the coffee side of things, which is why I'm excited about it, because I really like Polo Red Extreme. Most of you like Polo Red Extreme. It's one of the most popular flankers in the line. Its classification is that of a spicy, woody fragrance. Similar to Polo Red Eau de Parfum, it does feature top notes of bergamot, grapefruit, and cranberry, so you still have that cranberry kind of profile. However, this has heart notes of sage and saffron, and in the base is where you get amber, woody notes, and that coffee note. The coffee note is in the base because it's going to be a stout, dense, heavier note, along with the amber and the wood as an enveloping background for that lighter, fruitier cranberry. So it's going to be like a combination of Polo Red Extreme and Polo Red Eau de Parfum, kind of a merging of those two in Polo Red Parfum. So look for that in February. That's going to be coming out again, hopefully by Valentine's Day. Be kind of a cool gift to give yourself or someone else. It's going to be available in 40 ml, 75, and 125. The standard size is 125. Now, unfortunately, it's so early, there aren't very many good graphics that I can show you. This is actually a 75 ml graphic. The only 125 ml graphic is from a poster, but the background has some other stuff in it. that doesn't make it look like a really good, cool bottle. So hopefully in the future, when new graphics are released, I'll be able to show you guys something that's a little bit more pristine looking. I'm a little bit OCD about my graphics, and I like to show you guys things that are crisp, clean, and this isn't the best looking, and it's not the appropriate size unless you want to get a 75 mil size, and that's fine. I'm going to go all in on the 125 mil size because again, it's going to be a merging of two great flankers in the line, Polo Red Extreme and Polo Red Eau de Parfum, likely. So if you like Ralph Lauren and the Polo line, you definitely want to check this one out. Another new release to get excited about. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. Again, it's one of those that I have all of the ones in the line that are really good. It's from Valentino in the UOMO line, or the Born in Roma line. It's Valentino UOMO Born in Roma Intense. So there's going to be a new intense version of the Born in Roma DNA. It's going to look like this. This is Born in Roma Coral Fantasy, so it's going to have kind of the same coloring on the bottle. The bottle's going to look very similar with that dark gradient with a little bit of a pinkish or coral hue to it. At least that's the way that it looks. Tell by the bottle that I'm holding up in the graphic that you're seeing that they're going to look very similar. But they aren't going to smell similar. They're going to be very different. In terms of the notes that make up Valentino UOMO Born in Roma Intense, the fragrance is paying homage to Roma, the eternal city, while emphasizing the individuality of the wearer. It's for those who want to bring the best version of themselves. I like how they describe it here. I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. It strives to balance ambivalences like in real life to allow both light and shadow. So I like things that talk about the duality of man. So not only is it going to highlight the lighter side of the Born in Roma duality, but also the dark and resinous, dense side of the Born in Roma duality or scent profile. So duality of man, duality of fragrance, when the two merge and combine, hopefully this new release is going to knock it out of the park because I really like this line. And it's going to be a great flanker, hopefully. In similar fashion, it's going to come out in 50 mil size or 100 mil size. The olfactive classification Born in Roma Intense is Amber Fougere. So it's going to be a darker, richer version of the Born in Roma DNA. Of course, darker, richer, heavier. Those are very simplified adjectives, and I use them quite frequently because we don't really know until the fragrance gets released, but I'm really looking forward to this. And this is one of the really good high quality designers, similar to Ralph Lauren, somebody who you expect to come out with a really good product. It's going to make use of a sensual vanilla and smoky woody vetiver, which combine in all their intensity in the base notes with lavandin, which is just a more camphorous version of lavender, to create an unforgettable and masculine fragrance combination. So the three keynotes in this one are vanilla, vetiver, and lavandin. Now this one is going to be available hopefully by Valentine's Day, somewhere in February. Again, would make a great gift. Well, that's it for the stragglers, the new releases that I didn't get to tell you about yesterday and that I wanted to mention in this video, but I did want to take just a brief moment to talk about WTF is up with Mugler. Now, Thierry Mugler unfortunately passed away, and I'm sure that's had some kind of impact on the line, the fragrance line itself, but life goes on. The company is still very viable, but they haven't really been they haven't released. I think 2020 was when Alien Man Mirage was released. It almost immediately axed. I like it personally, but since then there's been no activity on the horizon for Mugler. Why? And it doesn't really make sense because it was recently announced for women, Angel Elixir. Why isn't Mugler jumping on the Elixir bandwagon like everyone else, like Paco Rabanne is, Christian Dior is, like many others who are making an Elixir version of their very popular, one could even say their pillar fragrance, what they're known for. Hint, hint, creative director of Thierry Mugler's men's fragrance line. It wouldn't take that much to create an Elixir version of Angel for men like you did for women. So with that in mind, it's definitely a designer to keep your eye on. We hope that there's going to be some activity in 2023. Maybe this is the year they'll turn it all around and we'll see something created that will land them at least back on the map again, since Angel for Men was originally released many years ago. Having said that, what about you? Are there any designers out there, whether they're a designer or a niche company that hasn't done anything for a very long time that you are looking forward to a new release from, or you would like to hear from? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any additional thoughts about these fragrances or ones that you're really looking forward to, let me know those in the comments below as well. Well, that puts a wrap on this second episode or overfill episode of What's New in Fragrance. Thanks so much for tuning in today, and as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.